Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw. Williams. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Williams. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll get this complete downfield to Komet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Komet, 38 yards. And the Bears are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And running with power here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they picked up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
A loss of 10 yards brings up fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On.
Jackson. A quick hitter complete. It's Andrews. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, wide open, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 75 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A first down carry for Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Complete to Likely.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 33.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and goal.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
6 yards.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roma-Dunze, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Williams looking to do it himself.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll run again.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
One last shot for Jackson. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.